Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to part 16 of our Neil Robertson pro career on Snooker 19, and today we play in the second round, the round of 32 of the European Masters in Lommel in Belgium. Today we play for the second time, funnily enough, our first meeting in terms of playing a player again, and we'll talk about that in a little while, against Yan Bingtao, ranked 21 of the 128 players. Now, last time out, in episode 15, we played against Michael Georgiou, who, funnily enough, is a rematch from the World Championships of this year, even though we're going back in time, technically. Oh, well, let's not gloss over that. But we beat Georgiou in straight frames, beat him 3 frames without any sort of response, and it'd be great to do the same against Bingtao. But we haven't got the best record against Yan Bingtao. I say this because we only met him a few episodes ago in episode 11 when we played him in the second round, which again is a bad omen, in the Indian Open and lost against him. I think it must have been 3 frames to 1. So hopefully we can avenge that today and beat him to get into the last 16 of this tournament. We really need to go deep into a tournament, I feel, because if we don't, it just, I think until we do that, I don't think we'll get much confidence. So I think maybe this tournament could be a big chance to get deep into it, try and regain that 7th place spot in terms of the rankings, because we have lost that out to Kyle Wilson. Not that it matters too much, but it would be good to get some confidence, and that would be brilliant to do in this game. So let's hope we can continue what we'd started in the last match against Georgiou, although it is evident that Bingtao's a little bit of a better player. Not saying that Georgiou's rubbish, because at the end of the day, he does have a ranking of 51st, I think, so that's certainly not bad. But do we go for this long pot? It's been something we've gone for with limited success over time. Again, if this goes in, we've got a good chance of winning it in one visit. If it doesn't go in, then, you know, it might be curtains for this frame. Let's take some confidence there and let's go for it.
Half a chance.
It's there. Good pot. That's a good start. The reds all decently positioned. And if this pulls up, we can use a bulk colour and get back down to the reds. So a good start in this match. Again, it wasn't a bad break off from Yan. He just left one loose red. And that, in the end of the day, wasn't fantastic for him. So we don't really need much in terms of spin here. Just a simple shot. And I think wherever we land, unless we are landing next to the blue and pink, which I don't think will happen, we should be fine on one of the reds. As you can see, we've landed there and we are fine on a red, so that's fine. Again, it's just about building up a decent break and winning this first frame. Again, yep, think this shot's fine. I've been told by a few people that I do tend to rush some shots, so just looking there at the fact that we would actually go into the court, into the middle pocket, possibly, if we play with that. So I'm glad I checked that. But we play a bit of a power here. Again, hit that red on the way through. It's not so much a problem. Not great in terms of position, admittedly, though. I didn't really plan on hitting that red. And in terms of position now, we're looking a bit weak. Could this pink cut into the middle? I don't think it could, just where the balls are, unless we were very precise. I mean, there's, as you can see, a very narrow margin between getting it perfect. It's potable, but it's a very narrow margin in terms of getting it in or not. So you could argue that's the best shot to play. You really could. And we've mucked it up already, really. Again, way too much in the way of screw back. I just think, and we can't get to the blue, so that's not an option. The pink will definitely go. We've just got to rely on some luck. Let's see. It doesn't hit the blue. That's a good omen, and it's there.
Goodness me, that's a real cracker.
They seem to light that up in the commentary box, don't they? It's a real cracker. Not set ourselves up brilliantly there, but there is a position on this red, so we'll definitely try and take this.
So this pot's
and before, you know, if we hadn't have gone for a pot like that, we wouldn't be up the table now. So that's always what I think. Just got to make sure we execute this one correctly. Again, can't quite work it out. The bit disillusioned with this aiming aid, but that drops fine. And luckily we clear that red, so pink's a possibility again, but again, if not, we can go for a bulk colour. But pink is a possibility, so we're going to go for that again. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Nice and soft. And let's see how we get on. Not even as hard as that.
This is being played towards the left middle pocket.
They need to be precise, these shots, but it looks pretty good to me. And there we go, it's there.
19.
Now, can we get through? Ooh, we can't quite get through to that red. What are we looking at then here? Again, the red's in a little bit of an awkward position, so not the best start here. Will this red go? It certainly will, yeah. But again, it's all about getting the right angle. You could argue, well, we got lucky with that shot before.
Very tricky shot coming up.
I don't really trust myself with that one. I tend to trust myself more with this one into the middle. Again, got to get a little bit of luck. But let's see if we can get it. Looks pretty good to me, and it's there. Cracker.
Well,
And that's not bad positionally at all. Pink set up right into the middle. Oh, what do you make of that? Fantastic. Obviously got to make sure that we don't go up by the pink spot. Or make the pink interrupt play. Play a little bit aside though. And that pink's a cracker. It's a cracker.
26.
And let's see what we're on. We're obviously on this one. We are on a number of reds here. But I think this one's probably the safest in terms of securing some position. So if we screw back, but not too much. Just don't want to be going forward towards the cushion. And that's fine.
27.
But no, we're not playing badly here. A good first break. Getting us used to it. And if we can pot a few more balls, well, you know, there's a chance of not necessarily winning this in one visit. But making sure that the chance of Yam winning it's a little bit lessened. I think that's quite important. Yeah, I think this is fine.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
Looks good to me. And it's right in the middle of the pocket.
That's a beauty.
Cracker.
32.
This one will go in here. Yeah, looks good to me. You'll just notice I'm taking a little bit more time over my shots. I think that's important. Again, position's a little bit tricky on this one, but I think it should avoid certainly going up to the cushion, the red. We'll see, have to see how it goes. We've got the pot. We've hit the reds, cannoned into the reds, but actually that's not provided anything that's too bad in terms of position because we can go for either the pink or one of the colours here, but the pink looks like it's in prime position, so what's the point of going for anything else? But no, this is a decent break. Be very handy to start off with a good first winning frame, certainly. Now,
39.
this pink coming back into play, does it play any of these reds out? No, it doesn't, luckily. But we could go for this one, although it's a little bit tighter, so it's not a definite. I'd rather go with something that's a larger probability of being potted, in my opinion. But that's us up to a 40 break. We'll certainly take that. Are we on the blue? I mean, we probably will be on the pink, but that is pretty nicely on the blue.
40.
We might as well take the blue here for position. But I have to say, this is definitely the best snooker we've played for a while. And that's encouraging to say the least. Now, it's going to have to be one of these down the cushion. I did set up for that, so it's not like it's a mistake. But it is going to have to be one of these. And I probably prefer that one. Yeah, going to have to be played nice and soft though, unfortunately. So, position might be sacrificed here if we miss.
He's playing for the right corner here.
Well, if we pot it, of course. But now it's there.
Goes.
And that's just about fine. Again, there's always the bulk colours you can use as a bit of backup if your shot goes a bit pear-shaped. Or even better, the blue. Play a bit of top. Try and get to the bulk cushion and then back down for a red. But I'm quite happy with the way the ball's going. I'm just having a look at trying to get the pot, but at the same time avoiding the green possibly, because that might just mess up the position a little bit.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot.
Fitness looks fine.
Great
And just missing the pink, the green even. The pink, what am I on about? And that, ladies and gents, is a 50 break. A good way to start.
51.
And this is a straight pot. Ken, funnily enough, really well positioned on this.
He's looking to pop
And
this.
it might as well screw back a little bit. And then that's half decent on either the pink or the blue. And it just gives us options, I think, that, you know, if you screw back and maybe it goes a little bit pear-shaped, just gives you two options rather than just the one. But no, it's a good break so far.
Aiming for the left corner here.
A little bit more like Robbo playing at the World Championships rather than a dreadful player.
58.
This is probably going to be the trickiest pot so far if we want to go for that one. That won't cut into the middle, no way. So, this could be end of break, but a 58 break is certainly not a bad one. I'm just wondering whether this red might go.
This should be straightforward enough.
It's there. Good shot. Not so brilliant in terms of position there. Possibly panicked a little bit. But it's all the same. It's okay. And a few more pots. I think it's 2 more reds maximum, depending on the colours we go for. But we will win this frame 1 visit. That's exactly what we wanted to do, funnily enough. And it would set a good precedent, but not in the best of position. This looks about okay. Just got to make sure it doesn't hit the cushion on the way down.
This red required.
Just the red required. Right. Okay. No pressure then.
No,
Ooh,
not this time.
bit out there.
Close, but a miss nonetheless.
But he is still in this frame. He's being tout. Okay, he needs all the other balls. I mean, the cue ball's just going straight through that red. You have to admire him for that. Funnily enough, in this frame, in our selection, we didn't take the black once. Just because of the position we were in, I think.
8.
But he's got to be getting the maximum points to give himself any chance. He can only drop 5 points. Of course, you know, if he plays sort of... if he plays 5 pinks, then he drops 5 points. And he's played the blue there, so he's dropped 2 points. But he's trying to stay on the black where possible.
Tricky shot here.
Let's have a look. Ooh, that's a good shot.
Fabulous effort.
Very precise. I like how he's got the pink out the way. But it's going to have to be another blue.
No problem there.
So every other... basically needs to be 2 reds and 2 blacks here. That'll give him 16 points. He'll be 26 points behind then. Okay, he could actually take a pink. But black's there. Well, he'd need the black to go and win the frame. You know, it'd be fine if he was 27 behind to draw. But he needs this black.
This green on.
Oh, he's playing... What's he playing here? Playing the green. Is he playing the safety there, perhaps?
Yan Bingtao, 29.
But we are 33 ahead. I don't know why it says 25 remain. There's 27 left, technically speaking. Play a little bit aside here. Don't want to snooker ourselves, but we don't want to screw back onto the bulk cushion. That just wouldn't make any sense. Pot's there.
A little awkward, but it won't matter.
No, I don't think we've snookered up. Well, I might be wrong. But that certainly wasn't the best position to get a pot, but we should be fine, because as I just said, it won't matter.
With this shot. He doesn't want to overhit it.
No, it really won't matter. And I think if this pulls up, we might... Well, he certainly can't get the pot. We might have even snookered him here.
Got the snooker.
And that was a cracking first frame. Couldn't have asked for much better in this match, and I think if you've watched the last few episodes, it's a big improvement. So there's certainly a way to come downhill from here. But if we can play like that in the second frame, then, you know, it just gives a little bit of comfort. I know we've been in that position before where we've been 2 frames up and lost 3-2. So perhaps not the best outlook. Where's this cue ball going? Where's the cue ball?
Foul. Yan Bingtao, 4.
He's elected to play on here.
Well, it can happen sometimes when you're just not focusing.
It's not easy.
And I was on about playing well, and we really haven't. But he's played a little bit of a safety there. I mean, you could argue, well, he went for the pot. And I'm going to be bonkers. I'm just feeling a bit confident at the moment, and that might be a bit of a problem. But if we just spend a little bit of time on this, I mean, I think this looks okay to me.
It's no gimme.
It's no gimme, okay, but it looks alright. I mean, if you were playing it with real confidence, you just smash into the pack, but I want to play it nice and soft and see what chance we've got of getting a pot. How's it looking? Oh, it's a little bit off.
So close, but he's missed it. That'll annoy him.
It is a bit annoying, that is.
Tricky pot along the cushion.
But it is a tricky pot here. We don't leave an easy pot on. He'll probably get it. Yeah, it looks good to me, that does.
Impressive shot with
But let's see what he can do from here. Not the best start to the frame from us.
Pace is key.
We'll take it, though. It's not, you know, not the end of the world. Because there's not a pot on here.
Could be in trouble.
And a safety played there from Jan. But where's this red going? It's broke up the pack a little bit, that has. But has he got the snooker here?
Very well judged shot there.
Yan Bingtao, 3.
Not quite. Well, he had got the snooker in terms of open play. But with some swerve, we should just be fine. But of course, swerve shots, you know, they're a little bit different to the straight and narrow shots.
And he doesn't want to underhit this.
The up and down the tower might be a little bit more complex, and yeah, that's just proven how it can be a lot more complex. Not coming off the cushion like you'd plan it to do.
Successfully
So after that beautiful first frame, it's all going a bit pear-shaped. But we still don't leave an easy pot on here. He'll take it because he's a class player. But we'll just have to see how he gets on. You know, it's not the best start. He's going for the yellow here. That just shows how he's been a bit limited. And that's not the most conclusive. He might miss this. And he has. Well, was it safety he was going for there? Because if he did, he's not played a very good one. Because he's left this red on. Now, it's a bit of a risk this is, but we're going to take it on. And it's there. Where's the cue ball? Oh, thank goodness for that. And funnily enough, position's not too bad as a result of that. Well, I say it's not, but... I really don't fancy that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the yellow that's there. And just get some screw back on it. Although, really... it's sometimes not worth risking, to be honest. It's a position not as good as first anticipated. And I don't think the pink could go, so it's going to have to be this green. And we've missed it. Well, a very bizarre start to the frame. Oh, we could be nicely behind this blue. We'll take that every day of the week. That was what we were going for, really. But very bizarre start to this second frame. And he's just put it in between all the balls almost. Which isn't the worst strategy sometimes. You know, you've got to go for a long pot to get anything out of it. But, ooh, well. No, it's because that's touching ball. That would have been a perfect opportunity, but no, it's not going to happen. There's a part of me that fancies this pot, but is it just too risky? But then at the end of the day, you know, is that certainly not a nice safety, is it? We'll try it. Just try the delicate safety. Up to the bulk cushion. Okay, it leaves a pot on. But those long pots never too easy. So, our game not the best. We made some mistakes. But it's just a case of getting into a frame. I think like we've shown in the first. If you get into a frame.
Well, he's taking it on.
You know, you get well into a frame, you come in it in one visit. But sometimes you just don't. And that's the way it goes. Not every frame is meant to be played over 10 minutes. There are just closer frames than that. And he's not going for the black here, he's going for that yellow. I was wondering what he was going for there. But as a result, he's not really left himself with great position, it has to be said. Very weird shot he's played there. And arguably, it's a poor one. You know, you could probably say he's got away with this with not giving us brilliant position. But we're going to go for the pot.
This isn't easy.
Do you want to play this quite soft? It's a bit of a tricky one to judge this. As where the pink is, and with the red being not tight to the cushion, but certainly not a straight pot. But we've aced that, and that's perfect. Not aced the position so much, but there's always the pink as a backup. That's a tricky one into the middle pocket, isn't it? Definitely. But I think it's quite soft. We should be okay.
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
How's it looking? Good part.
Well, that's not ideal.
Certainly not ideal, I agree.
That's for sure.
But where you ever been from that position? I mean, I just had to live with it almost.
The rest
Don't like these shots at all. No, we've missed that, and there wasn't really... I couldn't see much we could play there.
Robertson.
And we will let him in now. There's just sometimes that the reds are so awkwardly positioned while he's missed that. It's a disaster from his point of view. And we'll just play this very soft. And potentially get on the black. No, it's too hard to get on the black, amazingly. I still can't believe on this game some of the... You know, how soft you have to hit it on the power bar sometimes. I just think it's crazy. Again, we'll go for the black.
Using the rest here, which makes it a little more challenging.
And we haven't got the black, and where's the cue ball?
Close.
Well,
Not quite close enough.
we've played poorly this round, I'll be honest. We've gone back to our old habits. We've rushed shots. We've not really thought about things. But he's potted that red, and now he's in. But again, you know, he's not really got anything that's ideal here.
1.
He's got the pink, and I think he's got away with that in the fact
What
that
a wonderful pot.
that pink's gone.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
Because his position was really poor.
7.
I think if we go and lose the frame from this position, we'd kick ourselves.
8.
So, this pot...
Because to be fair, now the reds are a little bit more
15.
accessible. I mean, without this one that he's probably going to pot now, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds out on the table. So it's not going to be the strongest frame in terms of scoring.
16.
So that will make it a little bit trickier for him to win this visit. But he's potting those blacks really well. I mean, I can't pot those on this game at all, really. So we're just relying on a little bit of luck to an extent there. But he's left himself in a little bit of a precarious position. Again, that red will go.
24.
And the AI are just so good at getting on the colours, you know, inch perfect on the black there, practically.
31.
And I think this is going to be Jan's frame. I don't see him making any more mistakes. Not in terms of a frame winning point, anyway.
Just wants this pot to drop into the...
So hopefully this will be the only frame that we slip up in. You know, it wasn't the best start with potting the cue ball, you know, that was kind of a hint. But, you know, you just have to have some frames like that. You know, you could argue Jan wasn't in the first frame, and we've had opportunities, you know, a lot more opportunities than Jan had in the first frame, but sometimes it happens. You're never going to win every game 3-0. But I just hope that from here we don't let it slip, and hopefully we can play a little bit like we did in the first frame.
38.
But this frame not quite over yet,
43.
but it very nearly is. I think he only needs this red in the colour, and
Just needs this red.
yeah, just the red even, and he's missed the red. Wow,
43.
he has missed the red. And I'm going to look daft here, because I'm going to go for this red, but there's just something that I fancy about it.
This is really
Those
tricky.
dodgy ones that they're close to the pocket, there's just something that I don't like about them. A little bit harder than anticipated, but it's there all the same.
Made more difficult
And would you look at that, we're nicely on the black.
1.
Right. Coming off the cushion. And the black's there.
8.
And again, if we'd have gone for this red, I know we'd have gone for another different position. I'm not a fool, but again, we would have not been on anything really. Just making sure that this doesn't follow the cue ball into the pocket, the red ball into the pocket. That'd be a disaster if it is too soft. It's going to follow.
9.
Whew, we're okay. Right, got away with that one a little bit, but we'll play the pink again. The black's not in brilliant position, I'll be honest.
He's taking on this pink.
But let's see what we can do. They're not great on the red. It's certainly one we can pot,
15.
and we'll need it. So, 30 behind. We can still win this frame.
Now, can he drop this?
Just got to
into the
judge
right
this to
corner?
come past the pink. It's a very tricky shot. Could we maybe do better playing the safe? No, I just don't think there's much point of playing safety at this point. So if we miss this red and he pots it, it's pretty much the frame. Because of course you need the red to, in effect, be able to score the extra points that comes along with the colour. We'll know as soon as we hit this red whether we potted it or not. Just making so many tweaks. It looks good. It looks very good.
No issues
And we've
there.
middled it.
16.
Now, I would play for the black, but the pink, A, gives us much better position, and B, I can just trust the fact that the pink's going to go in. I mean, it's a straight pot, isn't it? So, it makes sense to me.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
And unbelievably, after potting that pink, we still have a chance of winning this frame. If you'd have said that to me 5 minutes ago when I was having my ramble, I would have said, huh, you're daft. Now, it's all about positioning now. We don't really want to go too much further than the yellow, the cue ball. As long as the yellow's in. This looks pretty decent on the green. Yellow's there.
24.
Again, it's well on the green.
This looks relatively straightforward.
The green's there. Not too bad on the brown if this pulls up. In fact, that's pretty good on the brown.
27.
Good positional play. And then we just need the blue,
Great opportunity.
the pink, and the black, and the second frame's ours. Not the best on the blue, not into the middle pocket anyway, but we can put it into the bottom pocket. There's no problem with that.
He's an expert long potter, and he's taking this on.
Blue's there.
That's one
And
of
there's
his
no
trademark
problem if this
long
pulls up like
pots.
this, because we can go for the pink into the middle pocket. Okay, it's unorthodox. It certainly is unorthodox, I can understand that. But, you know, it's a strategy that works for me, so
Yeah, he's looking to drop this into the middle pocket.
doesn't matter. But is the pink there? It is. And it all comes down to the black. And we're not brilliantly placed for the black, but it could be a lot worse. So we take a bit of time over this shot. I think you can probably understand that. And this would be to get 2 frames up. I'm pretty confident with that. Again, we don't need to hit this too hard at all. But it would have been very impressive to come back and win this. But I'm just going to play this like it is. Do we win the second frame? Oh, no! Well, just off there.
Robertson, 42.
Oh, dear.
This'll clinch
That is
the frame.
heartbreaking. And he's potted the black. We were just off with the
And
black.
that shuts the
Oh,
door on his
dear.
opponent in this frame.
And even though we fought back,
Yan Bingtao.
it came down to the black. And well, sometimes that happens. We missed the black.
No advantage
And
after
it's
that
now
last
1
frame.
each.
This is
But we
close.
can't let that get to
Really
us.
close.
Neither player being able to break away here. I can see this going into a final
No,
frame.
it's one of them. It's fine.
Thank you. The third frame. Yan Bingtao to break.
But he's broke off again. Just have a quick look at what we've got. Ooh, have we got this red now again? Ooh, has he blocked this off because of the green? He might have done. Certainly can't play a pot here.
Not an easy safety, this.
So we're going to have to come off 2 cushions and get back up to butt. We don't really want it to hit the brown. Want it to hit the cushion again. Or as get as close to. And that is pretty damn good. I'll take that every day of the week.
Brilliant.
We need to win this frame though. I don't like the pressure
Be very
of
careful with the pace
needing
here.
2 in a row. Again, arguably, we could have been a lot better in terms of our situation if we'd have won the last frame. But we can't dwell on that. But he's got away with it again a little bit. Because it just did hit the middle pocket. And ricocheted off the jaw there. So we're going to play a safety here, just one off
Be
2
aware
cushions
of
once
the
again.
risks associated with playing this with too much pace.
But nice and soft. Hopefully the power's not great on this. We need cover from the blue, and we haven't got it.
Not
We should have
what he
played that a
intended
lot
to do.
harder.
That's a poor
And
shot.
now there's a chance for Jan.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
And there's the phone.
Not an easy
Right.
one, but a half chance.
I think there's not one episode that goes by without the phone ringing.
Fabulous pot that is.
There's really not.
And the cue ball has finished
But we just
very
have to deal
nicely.
with it. And hopefully that's been cut out. But he's gone for the green there. The red's the next pot. And he'll go for the black here. As I said before, if he wins 2 consecutive frames,
12.
it could be the same old disaster for us. And I just thought with how we conducted ourselves in the first frame, things would be different. We can't talk like this, you know, the fact that it's still 1 each and just thinking, well, we could lose 3-1. And that highlights why we can't talk like that. He's just ricocheted the black. Hit it way too hard
Yan Bingtao.
and given us a chance. And to be fair, it wasn't much of a chance until he come back with the black and hit the
Doesn't
red.
wanna overhit this.
But that's a good pot. We'll take that. And a few of the reds have come away from the pack. But we're going to have to go for bulk colour here, aren't we? Because black and pink, of course, out of commission. And I don't really fancy the blue. We can get down to a similar position that we are now. I've not got a problem with that. Just check the pot, so looking okay. With the pace we're playing it at. Needs to be pretty precise. It's there. Middled it. Ooh, not really sure that position's going to be that fantastic. Oh, that hit on the bloody blue. So we're just going to play this up behind the red.
I want to play this with too much pace.
Neil
And I
Robertson.
don't think there's anything on.
He'll be playing safe from here.
Well, I don't really think that was very safe. I mean, fair enough, he got it back to bulk cushion, but it was very risky. Has he left a pot on here? I mean, you get Virgo getting out with all the visualisers going, hang on, has he left a pot on? And he definitely has. Is this our chance
Well,
to get back in to the third frame?
That's a fabulous.
That's one red. Now, if this pulls up, we're on the black.
One.
We are. Now we need to play like we did in the first frame. And then we can get back into this match.
8.
Black not on its spot, of course, because of red's interrupting. And as you can see, I'm looking around. There's nothing that looks fantastic here, but luckily we've got this red. And it's there. Come on, keep going. Ooh. If it were just about covered for black into middle. Got very lucky there. The reds are in such a difficult position, though, at the moment. When they're all very crowded away in one position, you only need to hit it sort of 1% more than you intended. And you tap a red, and that puts you all out of position.
16.
But just at the moment, we're okay. Yeah, fine. Not great on the black this time.
17.
I think we're just not on the black at all. No, we can't get to the black. It's going to have to be a long pink. Probably. Or the brown, which seems a lot more sensible.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
Just want to make sure we get this. Be silly to sacrifice the break for a rush shot.
Tremendous shot.
And actually that kiss on the yellow hasn't proved to be too bad if this pulls up. Ooh, could have done with it pulling up there.
21.
Depends what we're on. Let's have a look. Can we get to that one? We can. We got a bit lucky. I was planning on this one if it pulled up a little bit earlier, but we've got a bit of sacrifice. We've got a bit of a lucky chance there. Lucky break. Pardon the pun with that. I want to get one of these blue or pink balls gone.
22.
Because they will limit the break and limit our chances, but they certainly don't go into the at the moment. Well, this could be the trickiest shot of the break so far.
No more than half a chance here.
But it's there. Cracker. Now what are we on? I was prepared to sacrifice position a little bit there. Are we just about on the... Oh, no! We're not on that. That red. I'll probably get a comment. Has it ever occurred to you that you could play a bit of safety? Probably not, no. Might be a good shout, though, at this time.
He doesn't want to play this with too much pace, or he could leave his opponent on.
Where's the cue ball going to be? That is just fine. And I think we've made a decent decision there. I mean, there is a long pot on.
26.
But with those sort of shots, you're going to struggle not to leave one on. But he's going to reply with another safety. Unless he's going for the pot here. Surely not. It looks pretty decent to me. Tuh, what a pot.
Oh, what a
Fantastic.
shot. Unbelievable.
I thought the way he was hitting that, he was going for the safety. But what a pot there. Just can't stop him sometimes. And he's potted the blue. That would have helped us out if he'd have done that and missed a red. You never know, he might do.
Excellent pot.
But in that, you know, we ran out of position a bit, and that's sometimes what happens. You know, these players just sometimes find a bit of a pot that you wouldn't find.
14.
And now, you know, it was us that got back into the frame before, arguably. It was, you know, Jan's frame to lose. We built up a respectable break, and now he's back in. And these players don't need another invite, if you like. But it's level pegging now with 4 reds to go. Still plenty of drama that could ensue this frame. But the way he's staying on the plaque, I'm not too encouraged by that. Just got to hope he mucks one of these shots up. Because if he doesn't, he takes a 2-1 lead.
25.
And I just don't want to have the pressure having to win 2 in a row. But he's plotted the black, and
33.
to be honest, from this position, he's, what, 16 ahead. He just needs these 2 reds in the appropriate colour. And it's curtains for the frame. And I think he'll get this red, no real problem.
He should have potted that.
Well, I said he should have got it, but he didn't. But he's not left anything easy on. This might be the stupidest shot I've ever played. But I just feel the pot won't go. Oh, flipping hell.
And this could really cost him.
Following this, Yan Bingtao, 4.
He really doesn't want to overhit this.
That was frustrating, wasn't it? I mean, we're not out of the frame at the end of the day.
Excellent safety. Tricky pot, no doubt.
But if we hit that, we'd have had a much better chance. And, well, that red's gone. We've lost our discipline a little bit now, unless we get lucky. And we might well do. Don't think we might do. No, I don't think we have. We'll have to have a look. No, we haven't quite got the snooker. And based off before, he might get this, but he's playing a safety himself. But that has gone wrong. Definitely gone wrong. Wow.
That's a shocker.
With this pot, we'll be 27 behind.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
Which we now are.
That's a beauty.
1.
Now, we could go for the pink. The black even, but I don't want to risk it, to be honest. Try and play a little bit aside. Try and get the cue ball moving a bit. We'll get the pot and then see how we are on the yellow. We're trying to get on the yellow though as much as best we can. No, there's no real point. Where the hell has that gone? What on earth was that? I must have just moved it before I played the shot. Because there's no way I'd have been that far out. Ugh! That's going to be crucial as well, for crying out loud. What was that?
2. 5.
That's the frame, ladies and gents. That is just so frustrating. God knows what happened there.
He's finished a little bit awkward here, but it doesn't really matter.
Because, you know, we had a chance, and that's a good double, I'll give him that. But goodness me. Is it going to be another early tournament exit? We'll find out in the next 2 frames.
20. And the frame.
But for crying out loud.
Well played to take
I hate this position. This is the only problem with these shorter matches. You only have to have 2 bad frames. And there's some real pressure on you. And again, we're just going to lose confidence here. We won't play shots that we might have played before because we think, oh, well, you know, we're a little bit behind and we can't play anything too risky. And again, we haven't played the best break there purely because I didn't want to pot the cue ball.
Not a straightforward safety shot here.
He's going to play the safety. They like to play these, the AI do, for some odd reason. I don't really get it. Because that just leaves a straight pot on.
This won't be easy. Really nice.
And there we go, back up the table. Again, provided a bit of safety as well if we hadn't have got it.
1.
Go for the brown and come back down the table. Just gutted about that last frame.
Lost position here.
Yeah, definitely lost position. I wasn't too fussed though, because it was just about getting a decent footing in the frame. You know, we certainly didn't have bad position for a safety.
He's playing the safety here.
Probably a little bit hard. Kiss on the yellow wouldn't go amiss. And that's pretty decent. We'll take that. I mean, there's a way through to a red, and it's a cruel game this is.
Taking the pot on.
See if he gets it. I think he will. He will, yeah.
One.
But he's lost position a little bit, certainly on the black. That blue looks pretty nailed on to me, though. But, oh dear, that's a clanger.
Best positional shot.
He'll probably still pot this, though.
He's missed it.
No, that's a very bizarre one. Well, we've got to take this opportunity now. I mean, I say take this opportunity, there's not really much of one. That won't get to the middle, will it? No. And it's these silly, stupid cut shots. I mean, play the wrong shot here, and this could be our last one of the match. I'm going to play this soft, just in the hope that he can't get to that. You know, that's too tricky for him. The one that's
He's playing the safety
that we were going to play, but luckily we're okay. He's just playing a very soft shot there. Now, is that touching ball? I think in the patch they introduced a thing on the bottom when it was touching ball, so it's not touching ball, so we're okay.
He needs to be
So again, we can play with our own little reply.
Pace is critical here.
Must have been... No, it wasn't touching ball still, but... Again, that's a little bit more freedom for us now. He's mucked that up a little bit, you could argue. Well, that's a dangerous one, isn't it? But what else is there to go for here? You know what, we're going to go for it. And if we lose because of it, we lose. What a pot.
Shot that is.
Cracking.
One.
That's certainly not bad, so the pot's fine. Play with a little bit of power here.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. Well,
Couldn't quite get over that, blimey.
Great cueing there.
It's a good red, that was. But because we've just not really focused and played this shot too quick, we're facing another long red.
No more than half a chance here.
Let's see.
Oh, yes.
And that's the second one in a row. We should go into this long red potting as a career.
8.
We're not bad at it. And again, another pot into here, unbelievably. But you know, if there's a strategy that works, you might as well take
this
it.
Pot into the right corner.
And again, that right corner pocket
Tremendous pot.
is becoming a little bit of a friend of ours.
Playing very well here.
Very quickly.
13.
And again, is the right corner pocket down the bottom of the table.
14.
Now, this blue won't go because of the red that's down there. So what other options have we got? We've got the green, of course. Don't need anything too hard here. Mm.
17.
Yeah. You can feel what I'm saying here, can't you? Let's go down to the bottom of the table. Or the top, even. Can the red that's by the blue pocket get past this other red? I think it does. And I think from this camera angle it does as well. We're going to take the risk on it.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
Looks pretty good to me. Yes, cracking.
Top shot that is.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
18.
They're very praising, aren't they, about our game? They certainly wouldn't be as soon as we miss a pot, I can tell you.
23.
But we're not playing our best positional game. You know, we could go for the pink, but that might muck up, so I don't really want to here. But it's a decent break. Just need to make sure it's a frame winning one. And we haven't said this for a few episodes, have we? The yellow's better than a smack in the backside.
Nicely done.
What, did I say that, or did I say something else? I can't remember.
26.
Better than a smack in the face, probably I said. Now, well, this one, no, a little bit too fine those are. So we might as well just play this one. It's not going to hurt, is it? And that red's there. Leaves us decently on the brown. Or if we really wanted to, the long blue. Let's have a look at the long blue. Again, on some days, you know, if we'd got for frame lead, for example, we'd play that, but not today. Good pot. Now, what are we on?
31.
These three reds are pretty nasty down here, I think. And we're forced into this tricky one. But it could pay dividends if it comes
Not an
off.
easy one, but a half chance.
And it's there. Oh, position is rubbish though.
That's well played with the rest.
Never mind, well played. We got the pot, the position was crap. Oh, well. I thought, hang on, have we got some position? I mean, there's no way through those reds, so... I mean, that's a very thin shot to be playing there.
Trickier.
Let's try and just play this and get it back up to bulk.
Close.
Looks half decent to me. Now, we weren't going for the pot. Calm down. We didn't do too badly there. Again, if we'd have played a stupid shot, which we
It looks like he's
are
trying
quite
get
prone to
the
doing.
ball tight on the cushion here.
What's he played there?
Pink ball foul. Avoidable, really.
What the hell has he played there?
Miss. Neil Robertson, 6.
Well, I'm not just not. I mean, we could have forced him to retake, possibly. But I'm really not sure what he played there. Very bizarre. And we'll happily take that. Really bizarre shot that was. Was nowhere near the red.
1.
It was always going to hit the pink. But, oh well, we don't moan. We'll go for the blue again. This, as I said, the right pocket is, we're a fan of it.
Really impressive.
And now, I think possibly the first pot into the middle of the frame.
7.
Might as well take the green here. It's the straightest one. I mean, this sort of lead, you can be sickened at the fact that, oh god, you know, we could... If we miss a harder one, all the work we've done could be ruined, but certainly not the best positionally there. I wasn't planning for it to go at that sort of angle.
10.
So, I think we will still go for this this pot here unless there's anything better on, but I don't think there is. If you look for long enough, you'll definitely find something. The only worry is here, it goes into that red that we're trying to pot, does go into the rest of the pack. So I'm going to play another safety here.
If he underhits this, it could end badly.
Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. I mean, to be fair, he's not in anything anyway, I don't think. That red's a little bit, you know, the one next to the two reds could go.
On perfect pace.
Is it a safety he's playing here? Yeah, he is. So he's 47 behind with 59 remaining on the table. I'm going to play a bit of a shot to nothing here.
He's taking this red on.
And it's there.
Outstanding potting.
Cracking.
Be very happy with the position here.
I never really fancied that,
1.
but it was there. And we'll try the pink, because with the pink and the red, I do believe we'll secure the frame.
This is the key shot. If this goes in, you fancy him for the frame.
That's a good pink. Gets us decently on this red as well. That was the idea.
7.
Oh, you tool. Oh, I really didn't think about where the pink could go. On the pink spot, obviously. Oh, dear. Well, you can forgive one mistake. We played a pretty decent frame, I think.
Safety here, I think.
You'd have never guessed with that sort of shot that it was going to be a safety. Oh, dear. Clowns. This is going to be one of our longer episodes.
Great shot.
Neil Robertson.
There's always a hint, isn't there, that it's going to be a decider if it's an episode that's over an hour long. Either that or the frames were really, 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 really long. Again, another shot to nothing. We are mathematically ahead in this frame in terms of... I know we are ahead. Any dumb idiot could count that. But in terms of he needs snookers to win. And our shots to nothing aren't been so much shots to nothing. We're playing well. But it'll come down to the deciding frame. I think that, to be honest, the winner of each frame has played pretty good snooker. It was unfortunate that we didn't win that second frame. I think, definitely. Well, that's set in terms of... Yeah, it was the second frame. Of course, we've won. This is the fourth one now. Because I think if we had won that and gone 2-0 up, then, you know, it would have been a lot better. I still can't remember. Was that... The black ball one, was that the last frame? Can't remember. But even so, if that was the, you know, whichever frame that was, I know it sounds simple, but we'd be, you know, 3-1 up now, and it would have been all over. But our long pot games are really good today.
15.
Not really focusing on the shots too much now. Because the frame is ours. Unless he gets about 600 snookers.
This is a half chance.
Yellow's there.
Cue ball not really under control there, but
Oh, shut up.
in this frame.
18.
They're a bit miserable, aren't they, the commentators? Oh, he's crap.
Tremendous potting.
But no, we'll play the rest of this for a bit of experience. A bit of potting experience certainly doesn't do anyone any harm. But yeah, it goes down to decider, as many of these games tend to, and that doesn't come as much of a surprise.
On the brown here.
23.
Tricky brown, this, isn't it? Good pot. Not brilliantly on the blue as a consequence, but sometimes pot comes first.
7.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
And that's there, but it's a bit crap on the pink, to be honest. But our long pot and our precision pots haven't been too bad today, so
Right corner here.
let's see if we can make it another one. Ooh, a little bit off there, but ooh, that was very close.
Really matter.
Neil Robertson, 32. Frame conceded. Frame, Neil Robertson.
And that is the frame.
And before this last frame, I'm going to have to go for a minute, so I'll be back in a second.
Thank you. To 50.
Right, after the 4/5 interval, not quite the mid-session interval, is it? It hasn't got the same ring to it. After the 4/5 interview, we're back. The interval. We're back for the final frame of the match. Well, that red can't be potted, so again, it looks like safety. Can't get to really any of the pack of red, so it's going to have to be this long red. It's a little bit further away from the pack, that it's going to be the safety shot here. Just coming off 2 cushions, so have to bear that in mind. Again, it was further up. I could tell it was going to be a lot further up, so it didn't have to be quite so soft or hard.
He'll be pleased with that.
Just about medium, but yeah, that's fine.
Needs to be mindful of pace.
Went a little bit close to the pocket, you could argue, but no real problems. A little bit like his did, and he's got away with that. And again, it's just going to require another safety, and unfortunately this time we quite hit it so soft. But it only requires the 1 cushion, so it's going to be a little bit like the last shot in terms of power. I'm going to hit it a little bit more thick, but because we're only hitting the 1 cushion, as you can see, we're back up to bulk. But it's a big frame for both of us. Again, we've both won 2 frames, of course, so could be, well, it will be a deciding frame, and one of us are going to go at the tournament, but he could find a long red, which could be crucial here, and he's got it. But the problem is, he's got no position on anything else.
1.
This could be crucial. He's snookered himself, and he's hit the yellow.
That's what he was attempting.
That is just absolutely unbelievable. Whether that's luck or anything. I am absolutely just not sure. That is jammy. Jammy, jammy, jammy. I can't believe
Should
that.
leave his opponent on if he doesn't control the cue ball.
Well, I hope we've hit the reds. Doesn't look like we've touched them. We'll soon find out. No, we missed the reds.
Well, it was a really.
But I'm
hard
guessing
shot.
he'll play on
Hasn't
because there's a
worked
red
out for
on.
him at all.
Yeah, he will. So damage limitation there. But
Jumping
I
tower.
cannot believe that. That was crazy.
That's a top shot.
Absolutely
Well played.
bonkers. How he
Seems
snookered
full
us
of
there.
confidence at the moment.
And the black is on. So we've just got to hope that he mucks this up some way.
Hit this.
8.
He fancies this red.
And again, he has again. He's done it again. He's snookered himself. Is
Well,
the
lost
pressure
control of the cue
getting
ball
to
there.
Yan Bing Tao?
Be annoyed
If he
with
gets
that.
out of it any better than he did last time, I'd be amazed. So he's hit the yellow again. Not quite got the snooker this time. It's meant that we don't get any position, but I'm not really surprised. Can just about get a thin safety on here, so I think we will play that.
Just wants to get the cue ball safe here.
Very thin. Coming off 2 cushions. Not probably as hard as we wanted it to be. But we should just about be okay. There's that red that's a little bit away from the little
Ace
cluster
is
that will
key.
go. But no, he's going for a
Certainly
safety.
doesn't
So we got away with something a little bit there. A little bit thicker than he probably would have wanted there. But yeah, again, he's fine. And it was this red here that I was talking about earlier. That's covered now. Luckily for him. And that's the red probably will play to get some safety.
He'll be playing safe here.
But goodness me, there's some pressure associated with each shot now, isn't there? This is fine. Ooh. That hit at the brown wasn't too bad. It's not going to hurt things.
He's looking for the safety again.
But again, another safety. So it's going to be a bit of a safety battle. It's whoever will crumble first, fundamentally. You could have odds on it being us. And pretty good ones. Pretty bad ones.
Safety would be a test of his skills.
If you could get good odds on us doing it, obviously that means that the chance for us mucking this up is quite low. But you wouldn't get good odds on us doing this, put it that way. You'd get good odds on us winning the frame from here.
Safety coming up.
Got there in the end. But again, the ball's getting a little bit moved now. Is there one that will go through? There is. I'm just going to verify that. Certainly
Excellent
is.
Safety shot.
Safety
Playing the
shot?
ball here.
What are they banging on about? That will definitely go.
Shot place will determine
Well, we'll soon find out.
success or failure here.
Oh, well.
That's a poor shot, really.
He's taking this on.
Was our shot too hard?
Pot.
Is that why it didn't go in?
Position looks very good
His
here.
shot whacked
Played
that.
very well.
He absolutely whacked that. And the balls were in perfect position. I think we've lost this from this shot, from that shot we've just played. It was just too hard.
Pace is
And
absolutely
really, we should have regulated that. But luckily, he's played a safety here.
Yan Bing Tao.
And it's come to naught. Well, I think it has. Is it worth playing there? Because I think we could miss it. And I just think there's a little bit of worry there. So in light of that, we're going to go safe.
This is a tricky safety.
Oh, where's the cue ball? We're okay. I wonder if he'll go for this pot.
This
Seems to be the
really
only one on
is
the table. He does.
That's
And
a
he
top
shows,
shot.
so it's done, blimey.
Standing.
Wow. I just didn't want to go for that.
Control there. Ideal position.
I didn't fancy it.
That's poor.
But he's missed the
Should've
brown.
done
Yan Bing Tao.
Wow.
1.
We need to take advantage now. Desperately. I know the downfall of our last shot is we hit it too hard,
that.
but
Pop this into
this
the
is pretty
right
much a
corner.
certainty that it will go in.
What a top pot that was.
But not on anything here because of the kiss on the black. Well, it was more than a kiss.
1.
Unless there's something I've missed. I mean, unfortunately, if it was a yellow on the normal spot, we'd be alright, but it's not, so we could go for this black. And it looks good. I was fearing going for that, but I thought, you know what, let's just do it. Let's go mad.
8.
Our position's not great here. Hopefully this will go into the middle. Oh no! We overdid it. But this yellow could come to save us. I know there's a red that's up bulk.
Not
But
an
it's a
easy
tricky
one,
angle
but
from
a
that.
hard
Oh
chance.
well. Should have just looked at a long red, shouldn't I? And he's potted it.
Well,
Could that be the
that's just
mistake? Could that be the one that loses us this match?
Great
I don't know.
positional shot. He'll be
The
happy with
black
that.
from there?
1.
Just didn't look right to me for some reason, but he's potted it and no.
Great shot.
Oh, wonderful shot.
Well, that could be our last shot.
9.
We're needing to muck it up from this point.
16.
It doesn't
Well,
look like he
he's
will.
looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Oh, well.
Bing Tao, 16.
He won't muck it up, he said. He did there. Have they just clapped at that shot? Don't know what's to clap about. We need a decent break here. Of course we do. But with that shot that he's just missed,
Half a chance
it
here.
gives us a big chance of getting back in here.
Great pot.
And every break has to start with a red.
1.
So it's easy beginnings. And now we're on to the green. It's unbelievable it's this tense in the second round. But it's been a tense game all round, I feel. You know,
Not
it's
the
been
shot he
4
was aiming
pretty
for
tense
there.
frames.
He really needs
Pull
to
up, pull up,
tighten
pull
on
up,
his
pull up,
position.
pull up. Too late.
4.
We might be on one of these and I might not have realised it, but I don't think we are. We might be able to play a plant, but I don't really fancy it, so... It didn't take long for us to be out of position, did it, at all? We could. No, I just feel that there's too much of a risk of... I was thinking of maybe just putting it up to the red on this cushion. But he would pop the red into the middle then, wouldn't he? Actually, would he? Is there an angle? I don't think there is from there.
He won't want
Well,
to
this
hit
could be an outrageous shot. But we've got to be careful on the angle on this red, equally. We've played it now. Now going back.
Neil Robertson, 4.
There's no clapping. I'm worrying. Oh, God, I've left that one. What a howler.
That's just magnificent.
Oh, you idiot.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
It's very much in his hands. I don't know what I could have done there.
That's a great
Certainly nothing that I could have played in
Great
my
technique.
hands.
Superb cueing.
Something that, you know, nothing that I could play in terms of my strengths.
7.
But it looks like, unless he makes yet another mistake, that Yan Bing Tao
Nicely
is
played
through.
onto a red.
to the next round.
14.
But he's not. Well, he's missed that.
Yan
Well,
14.
we're 41 behind with 59. We seriously, there is no joke about this now. We need to take the points. We need to focus on every single pot.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
Good pot.
Beautifully done.
Now,
1.
again, we need to be on the higher colours, but there's not really much problem at the moment. Again, we can take that red in the
Nicely
bulk,
onto a red.
but the next two reds are going to be a bit of a struggle,
4.
you have to say. As long as we score another 10, I know it sounds ridiculous, as long as we score another 10 with the next 5 balls,
5.
we can win this on paper. Now, this blue would be a decent pot, but again, I don't fancy it. Brown, possibly for positional. It's there. And that position will do. I wanted it a little bit close to the red, but we just got to play the plots. We just got to play the pots now. No option really to play safe.
So, this pot into the right corner.
I mean, it looks about right, but we won't know until we've hit it. Ooh, it could go either way.
No issues
And it's there.
10.
Does the pink go? Ooh, it does, but is it worth the risk? I mean, we'll have no position on this next red, really. But we're going to go for the blue. Could be a big shot.
Long pot, right up his street.
It's there. No position on the red. Just didn't screw back enough.
15.
So. We either play this very, 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 very soft. But then that gives him an angle. No, I just think we're going to play the safety
Careful
here.
not to underhit this.
Could be a risk. And that, if it stays in bulk, is pretty good. I mean, he could get the angle. Yes, he could.
Pace is key here.
Let's see. Is it there? It looks close, but he's not potted it.
Well, that's not
Well,
worked out quite as he intended.
would you Adam and Eve it? The red's there, and this could be nicely on the black.
Position looks good for a colour.
Right, breathe.
1.
If we lost in this position, we'd regret it forever. Black's there. Good pot. Now to tricky yellow up the cushion.
8.
But we've got to play it.
He's taking it on.
We're only 18 behind, so we only need the 6 colours.
Fabulous.
And that's one of them.
Absolutely fabulous pot.
10.
This will be tricky. But I think it looks good.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket.
It's going to be there. Come on. Yes. Well, the brown. Not set that one up well at all. Do you want to make this soft and get it down the table?
This looks to be a pretty simple safety here.
Again, it's nothing glamorous, but it just makes it a long, tricky pot. And if he gets it, well, fair play to him.
Robertson, 13.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
No, he's way off. I don't know if he's gone for his own safety there, but we'll soon find out. Oh, well. It was certainly some sort of safety, I'll give him that.
He'll want to get this cue ball close to the cushion.
Where's the cue ball? If it's there, if he doesn't go into the pocket, I mean, if it was any quicker, it was going straight into the pocket, but that's a pretty good safety.
Well played.
He's 13 ahead, there's 22 remaining. He needs 2 balls. Where's the brown? Surely not. No! No! He's going to do it! He's going to pot the brown. Oh, how's he not potted the cue ball?
He'll be thrilled with that.
If he pots the blue, he's done it. He's done it. No!
Tremendous shot.
That should effectively remove any ideas as a
No
made
way.
of a comeback.
No way.
9.
How has he potted that brown? How on earth? That is just luck. Oh my
Yan
god.
Bing Tao, 9.
Oh my god.
This is a fine cut.
I can't get over that.
6.
I really just cannot get over that.
He gets this cue ball tight to the cushion with the shot.
We'll take that as a last shot, but
That's
my
just
goodness, we're out.
unbelievable. Brilliant.
I'm absolutely gutted.
Neil Robertson, 13. Frame and match, Yan Bing Tao.
That's it. He's through to the next round.
2 matches against him, 2 losses. I am absolutely gutted. I mean, look at that. We got more points than him. Goodness me, I'm just speechless at that. I feel sick. Oh dear. Did we deserve to lose there? Let me know down in the comments. A few dubious shots, but that was unfortunate. And that's another tournament that we're out of. While John Higgins wins it, Din Junhui with the 147 award. Tasty amount as well. And the next one is the English Open, a massive tournament will that be. A huge tournament in the shake-up. And let's see who we've got in the first round. Adam Stefano then in the first round. That'll be an interesting one. But tomorrow's episode will be the start of the English Open. Absolutely good to be out of the European Masters. But what can you do, eh? Thank you very much for watching, folks. I've been TIJ Gaming, and I'll see you tomorrow.